Straight ahead, a good look in store this afternoon. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. And off we go from Arlington. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Metcalf left side, he's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A first down throw for Burrow. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the
Talk about a thing
line.
of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Spears. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
Off play action, it's Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
Titans, first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A run up the middle, Spears. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Arlington in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On first down, Ward. That's complete to DK. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Off he goes. And they go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd down and 3. From the gun, here's Ward. That one, taken in. Alec Biomatter. Touchdown, Titans. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. They go play action for Burrow. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Play action now. It's Burrow. It's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
2nd and 5 at the Titans' 46-yard line.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. A short one there, caught by Kittle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Got him, and it's complete to A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now, Burrow. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Taylor. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Back to throw. Burrow. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Julius Chestnut to bring it back. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Ward. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Ward now on 3rd down. Oh, is going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Burrow to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, Burrow. All alone is the tight end, Kittle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, it's Jim DK. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Now it's Ward. There's Okonkwo open left side. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They motion a receiver right. Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. That one intercepted.
That penalty is declined.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys will get out in front 17-7.
17. Titans 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Jimmy DK now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Osa Odigizua in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He'll find his receiver, that's DK. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ward. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to...
Nowhere to go! He's going to be taken down. Dante Fowler. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Ward. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
That's good. Ward Titans. 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He'll run again. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
17 more yards.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
They run on the jet sweep, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Ward. Middle of the field, he's got a conqueror. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he will have a Titans first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Spears. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing is Ward. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return starts at the 13. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's out of comes up beyond the 40-yard line.
Yards on the play.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And he will dive into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Dallas.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go. Cowboys go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Titans 14.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's DK. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's Jefferson. they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Tennessee.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision. Doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Ward. Left side, taken in by Iomanner. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down for Tennessee.
A gain of 12.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Again, it's Ward. This one downfield for Okonkwo. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Ward to throw again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
One last throw here for Ward. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.
Everyone just about settled in for some football here at Houston's NRG Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.